Hello everybody, I'm back in a while to hear some stories. Okay, today we start another new story called Atlantis and the Other Lost Worlds. New evidence of ancient secrets. You know Atlantis and the Aquaman, but it's just only it's not a myth though, uh, but it's real. New disclosures reveal ancient secrets. There was on an island of Atlantis every kind of animal, bizarre and wild. Among them, numbers of elephants, as pretty amazing of plants was able for this largest and most voracious of beasts. Plato, the Clades. In March 2003, American physiology Doctor Gregory Lill and his wife, Laura, were trying to find a secret sighting made 34 years earlier. They heard tales of a hulking, perfect wall-like structure lurking below a meter of water in the Atlantic Ocean. The sunken Emma was said to lie near the Andros Island, 240 kilometers southeast of Miami, Florida, about 170 miles long and 57 kilometers across the widest point, with an area of 3,070 73 square kilometers. Andros is not the only biggest island of the Bahamas, but also the greatest tract of an unexplored land in the Western Hemisphere, thanks to its profuse the introduction mangrove swamps. Platforming the sea, following countless directions, turtle little snark around 600 meters from shore to find a 458 meter long, 50-meter wide array of massive blocks and three well-ordered slope tires, imprisoned by two bands of smaller stones. Although standing 3 meters beneath the surface, its top section was more than 1 meter deep. Just as described by Keller, large stones comprise the tiles average 5 by 6 meters, 1 meter thick. Each of the three tires was 17 meters wide. The Lils also found a ramp leading from the hollow lagoon to the top of the platform. The feature regular appearance in most of the square-cut blocks. Argued profusely for man-made identically, which, given its location at a natural harbor in the North Atlantic Corinth, maybe have a quay, breakwater, or port facility of some kind. Understanding this characterization together with the ramp is a number of rectangles, 50 centimeters wide and deep, and resemble post holes, cutting on into some of the cyclopean stones just below the utmost tire. These holes may be held mooring pillars used to tie up dock ships. Most, if not the blocks themselves, appear to have been hidden from location beach rock and deliberately set in place. A marine construction practice was common throughout the ancient Old World, but who could have built such massive project at this time when territory now covered by the ocean of dry land, and the entrance platform was the only structure of its kind in the Vincent or merely part of such complex just to be found. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this, guys. It's massive. Part of the sunken platform discovered by American scuba diver Doctor Gregory Little of Andros, an island of Bahamas, the Bahamas Triangle. A photo by William Donatel. Doctor Little's discovery won the endorsement of fellow investigators from the United States Association for Research and Enlightenment. Agassiz organization in Valandra Beach, Virginia, Virginia together over 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 the next 4 years. Uh, they expand their exploration of the waters around the Andes to make some extermination discoveries. Following the clues provided by the local traditions of other massive tornadoes being located underwater about 10 kilometers north of the island, Doctor Riddle and the company dove in an uninhabited chain of territory known as the Jungle Case. There they found stones, walls, at least several hundred meters long, although its uppermost tier rose to within just 2 meters of the water surface. The lowest tier of stones revealed more limestone blocks under the visible portion. How far down it extends into the seabed, there's a little stated, it's unknown. The blocks themselves have been cut into rectangles and squares, 1 to 2 meters wide and about 1 meter thick. Though at least a few less typical species were larger, only sections of the wall stood intact, but its main man-made nature nature was evidenced throughout the regularity of the stonework as unnatural placement of one block upon another. The un the entire site was obviously some large public work project built many thousands of years by an unknown civilization. The Andos platform was has 6 internal bands of stone. Six was the scared number of the Atlantans. Uh, those whose cities planners incorporated the holy number in the capital's internal stone walls, according to Plato's description of the sunken civilization. The the Capricorn connection uh, persists, dating as a sunken structure is chromatically. Dr. Little believes the apparent related Jones platform dates prior to 10,000 BC. Sea levels were low enough then for its creation on dry land. His supposition was underscored by some very gas parallels. One to 12,000 years ago, the Admiral's platform lay on the tropic of the Capricorn, a circle defining the apparent journey of the sun throughout the Earth, about 24.5 degrees north of the equator, following eastward across the Atlantic Ocean and North America. The tropical California at the time interested Valley, ancient Egyptian temple of PLO, or remote place, regarded by the Dionysius Nile River dealers made an island of the time of Ra, and there were amongst the oldest ceremonies centers over the first Atlantic. Thank you for listening. I will include, not include, but this this thing was the Atlantic thing was not a myth. So I hope you will stay with me to the end of this story to find out what the civilization made is and what about. Goodbye.